Hello, fellas. What the sitch? My name is Nick Hicks, Kim Possible Fan 2001 here, and after we just got done to do my top 5 least anticipated movie of 2025, now it's time to talk about these films, which I'm very excited. So that's why I am doing my top 10 most anticipated movie of 2025. And no, people, Dogman will not be on the list. And yeah, sure, I'm kind of looking forward to Dogman. But honestly, guys, that film, yeah, honestly, I won't be seeing that film in theaters because the animation, no offense, but I'm really thinking the animation that my mom was saying that film is just made for baby. Even animations for everyone for all ages, but I just want to pick some movie which is more exciting than seeing a movie about Dogmen. And second of all, I have never read a Dogmen book, so I have no idea what the source material. So sorry, Lazy Gaming, that Dogmen will not be on the list. But there are much better movie that is coming out this year more than Dogman, to be honest. And I just wish people stop overplaying DreamWorks like they're better than God. Like, come on, DreamWorks is not better than Disney and never will be. Sorry, guys. So before we get started to do my top 10 most anticipated movie of 2025, here's on the movie in my honorable mention, which I'm very excited, but it didn't quite make on the list. On the same way as my top 10 best movie of 2024 video. A lot of the movie in my honorable mention is even longer than my top 10 best film of 2024 honorable mention. So here's my honorable mention on my most anticipated movie of 2025. So the honorable mention is Jurassic World Rebirth, The Bad Guys 2, Wicked for Good, Leo and Stitch Remake, Wolfman, a Minecraft movie, How to Train Your Dragon remake, Karate Kid Legend, F1, Megan 2.0, The Fantastic Four 2025, Black Phone 2, The Electric State, ER, Michael Blypick movie, sorry about the stuttering, The Grudge, Soul 11, and last not least, Better Man, which is a musical rated R movie directed by the same person who directed The Greatest Showman in the upcoming Tango remake. Well, typically, Better Man is actually a 2024 movie because it got released on Christmas Day. Well, Doing 2 is going to be releasing in theater worldwide everywhere, so we're going to count that film as a 2025 movies. Sorry guys, enough further ado, let's get this started to talk about my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2025. Let's get started. Captain America Brave New World, it is going to be one of the best Valentine gift by Marvel Studio. I understand that this film is getting a ton of reshoot, and I understand why people completely was outraged because of the fact that this film has some higher budget. Like, come on, honestly, God, I'm probably some people was talking about that this budget was $200 or $300, and it can shows that people don't know about the math these days. But top of that, I am so excited to see a Captain America Brave New World. I don't understand why people was hating on this film. Like, come the flake on. This film is coming out on Valentine's Day. This film would be a much better improvement than freaking Matter Web back in last year. Anyway, guys, so the action scene in this trailer looks very spectacular, and of course, you got Thunderbolt Roast, who is going to be a Red Hawk. Okay, first we got Deadpool and Wolverine on the big screen, but this is going to be the very first time ever that we are going to see my boy Harrison Ford as a Red Hawk. And here's one of the best lines that Harrison Ford ever said. You may be Captain America, but you are not Steve Rogers. And Sam said, I know, I'm not. Yep, it can shows that Sam Wilson will not, I repeat, will not beat Captain America as the best version for Captain America. Even we prefer Steve Rogers as Captain America. But honestly, guys, you have to give justice to Sam Wilson. Sam Wilson will forever be our second favorite Captain America. But it won't be as good as Chris Evans, but hey, that's what it is, you know. And I really hope I really hope Daniel Dimension will give this film a chance. Way, because he's a part of the Disney hater. Because honestly, I'm probably some people want this film to fail. Please do not wish this film to fail, or else it will make you a heartless jerk. Sorry guys, so that's why Captain America Brave New World is on the list, and I do not kill. I do not kill if I'm in the Disney Shield, but bottom of this, I support Marvel more than DC, so take that. I already know that Senor, which is a Ryan Coogler movie, has been delayed until on April 18, 2025 because of Warner Bros. Schedule. Well, top of that, I am so excited to see a horror film of Michael B. Jordan and my girl Haley Steinfeld to team up together in a Ryan Coogler film from the director who brought you Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman, by the way. And of course, Chris. And now we are getting a very first ever Ryan Coogler film called the horror film, which is Senor. I am so excited to watch this film. And one of my favorite characters so far in this film, which is none other than Mary, played by Haley Steinfeld. Oh, Haley Steinfeld. First you go to Arcane Season 2. Now you go to this. Not bad, girl. Not bad at all. And of course, the jump scare in this trailer did a fantastic. And honestly, guys, this film is not your typical generic horror film. No, Ryan know what he's doing. So that's why Senator is on this list. And Mary, dance with the devil. Am I right? I gotta be honest here, people. I have never seen a movie that came out 22 years ago, which is none other than 28 Days Later, starring Kelly Murray. But due to this film is coming out, so it's for the best that I will definitely watch the first film before I get ready for the sequel. I gotta say, I am so excited to see a sequel, which is a follow-up to the first movie that came out in 2002. It came out 22 years ago. Honestly, I already know it's been 23 years, but we haven't got an anniversary of that yet, so we're going to count it as a 22 years ago, meant to said. Sorry, guys. This is how you do a fantastic horror more than just like Senator. Honestly, guys, the main reason why I am so excited for this film more than Senator is because of the fact that the trailer was really entertaining. Like the music of the trailer. Honestly, I already know that repeating the same word can be annoying sometimes, but in a good way and possible. And we got some casting. I really hope Kelly Murray will come back. Not just Kelly Murray, we got some new cast income in this film. Like, come on, you got the actress of Free Guy, you got the actor from Kraven the Hunter. Here's our one actor. I did not even know that he's going to be in this film, which is none other than Ralph Fiennes, the actor that he played as Alfred Pennyworth from the Lego Batman movie, and of course that one PG Kristen film that came out last year. And I will definitely watch it because I'm a huge fan of Ralph work, honestly. No, I'm not talking about Wreck-It Ralph. I'm talking about Ralph Fiennes, the same actor that he was in the Menu as the main antagonist. Sorry, guys. Even I am not a type of fan of the zombie horror, honestly. And honestly, Zombieland is a different story. But honestly, guys, except for Zombieland, I'm not a huge fan of this type of brutal, gory movie to level as a Green Inferno. But let's hope this film, let's hope this film will be fantastic. And stay tuned for my movie review on 28 Days Later, leading up to this. I am really hoping that Ballerina, which is a John Wick spinoff, did not get some hate, all because it's a female lead movie. Woke community, you better freaking not to ruin this film by bombing this film for review and bombing this film at the box office, or else the woke community will deserve this punishment. So I am so excited for Ballerina. I do not care that the fact that this film is a girl power movie, but bottom line is, at least is way better than most of the female movies and shows that we got in the past few years, like She-Hulk, Ghostbusters 2016, and of course the C Word from Netflix, which you already know what that is. Anyway, so I'm a huge fan of the John Wick movies. The first movie is a kick-A movie, and of course the sequel is underrated. The third is a fantastic third installment, and of course John Wick Chapter 4. Now that is my favorite John Wick movie ever, and I understand that Haley Thomas Picture are not a huge fan of this franchise. But a part of this film might change his mind because he likes female lead movie. And I can be honest, I like female lead movie as long they can handle pretty well. Yeah, I'm talking to you, you stupid She-Hulk. Anyway, guys, so that's why Ballerina is on this list. And let's hope this film better be a hit. It better be. If it's not, the woke mob will deserve what they get. No, people, we are not talking about Mickey Mouse, who you think you're fooling. You're not fooling nobody. We are talking about a new film directed by the same guy who brought you the Best Picture winning, which is none other than the movie called Parasite. The one film that Troll Band Together fans 2001 hate, all because it's the title. Hypocrite munch. Anyway, guys, so I am so excited to Mickey 17. And honestly, I already know that this film got delayed at the same time as Senor. Senor got delayed until on April. But now, Mickey 17 has been delayed until on March or April. I don't know, time to tell. But honestly, guys, I did not even know that this film is a sci-fi comedy. I thought this film is going to have a dark tone because you already know what his direction is, because Parasite is a very serious movie. Don't take it too jokey, honestly. But I was really hoping that this film would be serious. But nope, it's a sci-fi comedy film about Robin Pattinson character. Got too many clones. So that's why Mark Ruffalo as the main antagonist have to stop before it will get worse. I am so excited to watch this film, and stay tuned for my movie review on Parasite leading up to this. Robin Pattinson, keep up the great work, man, and I cannot wait to see The Batman Part 2. James Cameron is now officially, is out of doubt, one of my second favorite movie director in Hollywood, because James Cameron do not give us some bad film. He give us the most legendary movie in our treasure, like Titanic, Terminator, and now we got Avatars. The first film is a masterpiece, and the sequel is even better than the original. But let's hope Avatar Fire and Ashes will be even better than The Way of Water in the first film. Avatar Fire and Ashes, I understand that Limbo I Struck Back is sadly not watching this film in theaters because of Frozen Wish Studio punishment. Well, be careful, or else Frozen Wish Studio is going to do a rant on you, because I was just keeping people safe because he's still watching user every single time they keep talking about Frozen and talk about bad thing about him and bully him. He always watching. So that's why I've been telling Sean PBS and Limbo to stop talking about Frozen too much. But at least Sean PBS talked to me, and at least he's not taking this too seriously. Anyway, so let's get back what we're talking about. Now I can see why Haley Thomas Picture or a Avatar fanboy, because Avatar is the most legendary movie and the most legendary franchise since the Lord of the Rings and the Frozen duology. Avatar Fire and Ashes might be the best Christmas present by James Cameron, the same way as Avatar The Way of Water. If I say his actual YouTuber name, like Jane Campbell, I meant to said, my apology, because honestly guys, I get completely mixed to the YouTuber and the director who brought you Titanic and Terminator and Avatars. And please don't make fun of me, because making fun of me is not the right answers. And of course, you got your first look at the D23, and oh my goodness, Avatar Fire and Ashes might be even better than the first film and the second film. So that's why Avatar 3, aka Avatar Fire and Ashes, or more like Avatar Fire and Peak, is on this list, and I really hope I can go see this film in 3D the same way I did for the sequel with my brother Marcus. I do not give a crap what people said about Disney sequel. I'm a huge defender of Disney sequel. And yeah, sure, they completely retcon everything and Wreck-It Ralph 2 Ralph wrecked the internet. And The Rescue Down Under is my least favorite film out of the Disney sequel that got released on the big screen. But after we got Frozen 2, Moana 2, and now we are getting more Disney sequel. Every single time they always do original film like Disney Wish and Strange World and Way and the Last Dragon and Encanto. Sadly, those film was not a box office hit. So that's why Disney have no choice to make more sequel. I really hope Big Hero 6 and I'm really hoping that Big Hero 6 and Tango will definitely get sequel, not Puss in the Fog. Yeah, I am so excited. I am so excited to see the film called Zootopia 2. It is completely mind-blowing that the fact that Zootopia 2 is coming out the same day, same day as the anniversary of Wreck-It Ralph 2, and not just that, this film is coming out the same day as Wicked for Good. Which film are you going to see on the holiday season? You want to go see Zootopia 2, or are you going to see Wicked for Good? But to be honest, I'm a huge fan of Disney. I'm a Disney fanboy. So I will pick Zootopia 2 more than Wicked 2, honestly. And Nick Wire and Judy Hopps are back at it again. Animal all back in town. In 1996, the legend was born, and now, after 29 years later, now Tom Cruise is ending his Mission Impossible era. Yup, Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning. Typically this film was originally going to call it a Mission Impossible of the Dead Reckoning Part 2, which, to be honest, I am so glad that some of the studio out there are not putting part of the freaking title. And honestly, I don't understand why Warner Brothers just put Lego Movie in the second part, which that title was so stupid, because the Lego Movie 2 was called that, so why in the world we have the second part on the title? Anyway, once again, let's get back what we're talking about. Yeah, I cannot believe why it's been 29 years since the first Mission Impossible movie came out. And honestly, guys, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning is honestly one of my favorite Mission Impossible movie ever. But what's up, this film might be even better than Dead Reckoning, because Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning will be a fantastic final conclusion to Mission Impossible era, because it can show that Tom Cruise cannot do this much longer. Like, come the frick on. Like, honestly, my boy Tom Cruise is getting old these days. Like, Tom Cruise right now, he is 62 years old. So honestly, it can show that he really wants to end of his Mission Impossible era. So when this film get released in theaters, I'm just gonna say rest in peace to Mission Impossible. And now Tom Cruise, he can go back to Warner Brothers and make movie. David Zazel, you better freaking not screw Tom Cruise up, or else I'm gonna be done with WB. 11 years ago, we got Man of Steel, which is a Superman movie that everybody don't like. Well, here's some people like Man of Steel, but the critic and the box office and the general audience, it can shows that Zack Snyder version of Superman are not a fun movie. But now we're getting the very first movie from the DCU, which is none other than Superman, starring David Cosworth and Nicholas Houston as Lex Luthor. I am so glad that Nicholas Houston is going back going back in the great movie after he was in the terrible film, which is the Garfield movie, which he does not sound like him. He sounds like Fix It Favorite. Anyway, let's get back to what we're talking about. Superman. This film is going to be one of my favorite Superman movie ever because everything about this film is going to be a peak movie. The music is so awesome. It go like this. Dun 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 dun. That is officially is one of my favorite Superman theme since the John Williams Superman theme. That's how good that theme is, and that theme was so good that I might use that as my trailer music. And Warner Music Group, you better freaking not give me copyright or else. The same with Warner Brothers, I'm gonna be done with that company. And of course, you got your character like Superman, which is David Cosworth, and now I'm a huge fan of David Cosworth. And honestly, guys, and David Cosworth is now officially is honestly one of my number 9 favorite actor of all time. And of course, you got my girl, Lois Lane. Oh, Lois Lane. Even better than Amy version of Lois Lane. And of course, Nicholas Houston as Lex Luthor. Now that is a way better Lex Luthor than that wacky version of Lex Luthor with the hair. I do not want to see that. The Snyder version of Lex is really god awful. But James Gunn version of Lex Luthor, played by Nicholas Houston, he completely shaved his head. All because he's going to be Lex Luthor. It can show that this film is going to be a puppet summer film for the whole family. Even this film is going to have some adult theme, like a kissing scene of Lois Lane and Superman, which all the film have kissing scene, like Elemental, yeah. Anyway, and of course the visual, it looks very spectacular. And of course, honestly guys, there was a scene when Superman was flying. Do you not know that? Do you not even know that the fact that is the same camera shot from the movie is honestly one of my favorite films that came out 2 years ago, which is none other than Top Gun Maverick. First, we're going Top Gun Maverick, which is a flying airplane sequence, and now we're seeing a Superman trying to be like Top Gun style. Fantastic, am I right? And of course, you got my boy, Crypto, the dogs. He looked absolutely adorable. And honestly, I was hoping that Superman 2025 was my number 1 most anticipated movie of 2025. But not until of the one movie, which is another Marvel film, and I do not care if people call me a Marvel shield. There was a one movie I just think is even excited than Superman. Here we go. My number 1 most anticipated movie of 2025, which is none other than Thunderbolt is my most anticipated May movie of 2025. And I do not care if I'm in a Marvel shield, but bottom line is, I am always support Marvel more than DC. So that's why I put this film higher than Superman. And I know I'm going to get a hate comment, but honestly, I do not care. Thunderbolt is a movie that I am excited since the announcement. I already know that the fact that this film has some trouble with the reshoot, honestly, but let's hope, the same way as Captain America Brave New World, let's hope this film will not bomb. Like, come on, this is a Marvel version of the Suicide Squad, even when don't use the suicide word, because that is a bad word to be honest, but people always say that all the darn time, so that's why I said it in this friendly YouTube channel, am I right? Anyway guys, so the main reason why I am so excited about this film is because of the fact that Marvel is back since Deadpool and Wolverine, because we are getting another team-up film since the Avengers Endgame and Deadpool and Wolverine. And of course, you got a character, which is the anti-hero. Like, come on, you got my girl, Yetis, which she has got to be one of my favorite female character crush of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and it can shows that Florence Pugh is the most attractive actress alive. And of course, you got Red Guardian. Red Guardian, he is so funny. And honestly, guys, mark my word, but does David Harbour look like Bub? Honestly, guys, let's think about it, because my friend Bub have the same look as David Harbour, and of course, he had the same beard as David Harbour. And honestly, I was just saying it as a joke. Joke. Honestly, I was just saying it for the joke. It's jokes. Anyway, guys, so not just Yetis, and of course, Red Guardian. We got John Walker. I like John Walker, but he will not be as better than Captain America. Well, he was originally going to be all Captain America, but due to he did something with his shield, which is have blood on it. So that's why people are starting to hate on John Walker. And of course, you got the Ghost. The Ghost is the most underrated villain in Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I am so glad that she's finally returning. And of course, you got the OG Bucky from the Winter Soldier. It's been 10 years since the Captain America, the Winter Soldier, and now Bucky is not a comedian, and now he's turning into like an OG Bucky that we know and like. And honestly, guys, and to be honest, I'm not a huge fan of Tax Macca, but I gotta be honest here, but let's hope she would be a much better redeem. But honestly, guys, I'm not I'm not trying to say that in the spoiler territory, but there was a scene in the trailer that Tax Master will definitely get less screen time. I got a bad feeling that she's going to die. But to be honest, she is not doing that good, and I won't mind that she will die, because her character in Black Widow was a waste potential. And of course, you got Robert, which is a character he played as an anti-hero. It starts with the S, by the way, kids. He is going to be a fantastic opening for his characters. And the action scene is going to be brutal. I really hope this film will be the second rated R film since Deadpool and Wolverine. But honestly, guys, nobody wants to see a PG-13 version of the Suicide Squad, right? Seriously, nobody wants to see that. Honestly, guys, so if this film be PG-13, I would be fine with it. Even I would be disappointed, because I really want to see to be as a rated R film, because it can show that Blade might be canceled, because I'm part of this film might be the very first Marvel film to be rated R since Deadpool and Wolverine. And now I am saying it right now that Thunderbolt is my number one most anticipated movie of 2025, and the actress of Seinfeld is back at it again with her character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So yeah, fellas, that was my top 10 most anticipated movies of 2025. And tell me, what is your list of your top 10 most anticipated movies of 2025? I'm probably one of you guys is going to keep saying that Dogman is your most anticipated movies of 2025. And to be honest, I'm kind of looking forward to Dogman, but that is not my type of film I would definitely watch in theaters, because I'm probably my mom would think that the animation is just made for babies. Like, even animations for everyone for all ages, but I have to agree with my mother's. Honestly, I only know that is disrespectful, but hey, that's what it is, because animation keep getting disrespect like a freaking toy. Anyway, guys, so I've been posting 2 videos in one day today. I'm just gonna go ahead and take a break, and then instead of doing 3 videos, because I was originally gonna upload a video called My Thought of 2024, but that will be a longer video, so I'm just gonna save it tomorrow morning. First thing in the morning, I will upload a video called My Thought of 2024. Do you know My Thought on 2024? Well, you better wait and see for my tomorrow morning video. Anyway, guys, so later on, stay tuned on Story Files. Stay tuned for another part of Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Wrecked the Internet, the director's cut. And so far, I am doing a pretty darn good job with my director's cut of Wreck-It Ralph 2. I am way better director more than Rick Moore. more. Like, honestly, I like Rick more, but I did not like his direction, what he took in the sequel called Wreck-It Ralph 2. Like, he completely retconned Wreck-It Ralph character. Like, nobody wants to see Wreck-It Ralph as a pedophile and a crybaby character. Like, that is not John C. Reilly. That is easily a bad version of Wreck-It Ralph, done it. Anyway, guys, so no disrespect to the original version. I give it like an 8 out of 10, but it's not as good as the first movie. So I'm probably some people will definitely agree with me. Yeah, I'm probably Lazy Gaming will definitely disagree with me, but hey, that's what it is, you know. Anyway, guys, so, see, that's all for me for now. So now you excuse me. I'm gonna go downstairs, heat my chicken and mac and cheese, and I'll come back upstairs and get my drawer cleaned out. And stay tuned for more posts on anniversary and birthday here in a little bit. Because right now I gotta get downstairs and eat dinner before my brother Chris comes home. So hey, that's what it is, you know. Because busy, always do it, am I right? Honestly, guys, so I just don't feel like to do my top 5 best shows of 2024 in video form, or else it's going to be even longer, just like my top 10 best and worst movie of 2024. So instead of doing it in video form, I'm just going to go ahead on YouTube and Instagram. I'm just going to go ahead and do it on my Commedia tab and do it on the post era, honestly, because doing it in video form, even I enjoy making this as a video form, but not every top 10 videos, not every top 10 have to be in video form. It have to be in Commedia tab, because it is going to be even longer, even stressful to edit it, honestly, and I really hope people will understand where I'm coming from. Anyway, guys, so that's all for me for now. And honestly, guys, and you guys have a great afternoon. And you guys have a great afternoon, like I said, like 2 times. And stay tuned for my thought of 2024 first thing in the morning. And you guys have a great night. And don't let the big bus fight beat them until the black and blue. And please don't get angry because the fact that I did not have Dogman on the list. It can show that these DreamWorks fan base general, it can show that these fanboy is just ditching Disney, just like what they did in 2 years ago. This is not freaking 2022. This is 2025, not freaking 2022. And honestly, guys, it can show that I am more excited for a DreamWorks film, which is not in The Bad Guys 2. I am more excited for The Bad Guys 2 more than Dogman, to be honest. Anyway, guys, so this is Nick Hicks, Kim Possible Fans, has a 1, signing off, and Yetis. Love you, Gore, and stay tuned for my thought of 2024 first day in the morning, and stay tuned for my channel update in the morning as well. Have a great night. Don't want a big bus fight. Beat them until the black and blue.